Hello, legends anywhere, anytime. Zaka, some dude plays here, just some dude who likes to play video games. And for part 57 of The Witcher here, it is time to aid Beauty and the Beast. So we just need to talk to Carmen here. And like I said, I got some pretty awesome screenshots in part 56 of Vincent the werewolf.
Connections are everything. If he wants snow.
Greetings. You've returned safely.
The Hierophant revealed the cure for lycanthropy, but I must know your beloved's name.
I'll not betray my man's identity. I'd rather he stay a werewolf.
Carmen, I already know that Vincent's the werewolf.
Already
Please
knew.
don't hurt him.
I'll try to help him. Listen carefully.
Yes?
I can ask for a real name, but that's not needed, so I spoke to the Hierophant about your man's affliction.
I spoke to the Hierophant about your man's affliction.
Oh.
Overnight, Vincent should wear a shirt woven from fool's parsley, and the spell will be lifted.
That's what I'll do.
I brought the parsley leaves, weave a shirt for Vincent to lift the spell.
I brought the parsley leaves. Weave a shirt for Vincent to lift the spell.
Thank you. I'll start immediately.
Yeah, so there's one part done. Oh, good. It only used about 5, so I'm still in the clear on that.
Only my man is important now.
So, hopefully I can go and have a chat with Kalkstein and get ahead of this quest a bit. So, journal. Because I'm hoping that'll work. Especially if I can stop some of the running back and forth. Yeah, time to head downstairs and warp to Kalkstein. If not, it helps because I just come back and I should be able to update the quest with Carmen. To the Swamp Tower. Okay, so there's Kalkstein.
Yes?
Can you make a potion to cure lycanthropy?
Can you make a potion to cure lycanthropy?
Never tried.
The potion's for a werewolf, the beloved of a young woman.
Usually I'd refuse, but I owe you. Let's see. Ingredients, check. Equipment, check. Come back later, okay?
Yeah.
Come back later. Might prove it will be better.
So I'll leave and come back. What was going on there? I was clicking on it, it wasn't working. Yeah, there we go. Let's see what happens when I return to him. Hey,
Yeah?
did you finish the lycanthropy
Did
potion?
you finish the lycanthropy potion?
Yes, but she will administer it at her own risk once it drops in one of her tears. The potion needs a virgin's tear to work.
Wait, you said nothing about a virgin.
You said a young maiden. I assumed she wasn't yet married.
Kalkstein. You need to get out more. Where will I find a virgin?
A virgin's tear is vital. It can't be difficult to find one.
Yeah, that is quite funny. So let's go through the swamp. Yeah, so the reason I laugh so hard is you all have seen what Geralt has been up to. You have seen what is all going around in Vizima, so it's gonna be tough. So, now let's go and... Well, there should be a nurse I can talk to.
My teeth hurt.
Let's go in. Yeah, I think the best bet is to talk to a nurse.
May I?
Forgive me. I need a virgin's tear to cure a man's curse.
A surprising proposition.
I thought you could help.
Helping others is my calling, and you found the right person.
Thank you.
We'll all
There you go.
die.
Hopefully that works.
How strange.
But now we'll see if that shirt of Fool's Parsley worked. I'm not really expecting it to, but it's always good to double check.
Yes?
Did the shirt cure
Did
Vincent?
the shirt cure Vincent?
It was terrifying. The moon appeared, Vincent transformed, shredded the shirt, and ran off.
Calm down, Carmen. Maybe another method will be more effective.
Yes?
Here's a magic potion against lycanthropy.
Here's
It
a
should
magic
help.
potion against lycanthropy. It should help.
How will I repay you?
Don't tell anyone I did this for free. I have my reputation.
I'll give this potion to Vincent.
Okay. So, we'll just go in now and see what happens.
Yes?
Did the potion work?
Did the potion work?
Oh, Master Witcher. I made certain Vincent drank it, but nothing happened.
We'll find another way.
Yes?
And I've heard stories of true love changing beasts into men.
I've heard stories of true love changing beasts into men.
But we make love regularly.
Love means more than frolicking in bed.
I know Vincent doesn't love me. Sometimes when he's angry, he calls me a vile whore.
Carmen.
I know I turned tricks, but for him I'd agreed to be like other girls. Damn it. I'd even learned how to embroider.
Now this is the hard part, because after what happened with Geralt and Shawnee and Triss, it's kind of hard, but the best answer is listen. It's clear Vincent's lycanthropy isn't your biggest problem. Tell him you love him and how you tried to cure him. If he's not a complete swine, he'll react.
Listen, it's clear Vincent's lycanthropy isn't your biggest problem. Tell him you love him and how you tried to cure him. If he's not a complete swine, he'll react.
He's unsure, torn between me and his work.
He needs to set his priorities straight.
And
Witcher, please talk to him. He's at the station.
I'll do it. But here's the thing. He doesn't have to choose, but here's the other thing is there's different forms of cure. Like right now, Vincent's still in control. But it's possible that can change. And like everyone mentioned, true love can cure the beast. So let's go and see what good old Vincent will say. Oh,
Attack!
I'm actually surprised. Vincent does his own repairs at times. Well, that's a very good guard captain. He does some of the grunt work as well.
Greetings.
Carmen asked me to see you.
Carmen asked me to see you.
Witcher detective turns Witcher therapist.
In brief, Carmen doesn't like you being a werewolf.
What's your beef? It's not my choice.
I can lift the curse, but you must desire it. You want to be with Carmen?
Witcher...
Will you give up your superhuman strength for love?
Strength I use against evil.
Strength that will one day consume you. You still have a choice.
I'll think about it, Witcher.
Love can move mountains, but
It must be true.
Wow. That end there says perfect. That ended. Love can move mountains, but it must be true. That tells you something. Even though it shows Vincent does really care about Carmen, even if we don't know her real name yet. And really, that isn't quite our business, so better leave it be. Now just one more little chat and this will be done. And then we can move on with the main story.
Only my man is important now.
It's amazing how entering a door and exiting a door moves things forward.
Yes?
I saw Vincent.
I saw Vincent.
Oh, Witcher, I don't know how to thank you. I'm awash in happiness. We had an honest conversation. I told him everything, how much I love him.
Finally.
He said if I cared so much, maybe this love deserves a chance. First time I ever saw him cry.
Sometimes the simplest solutions are best.
But that's not all. I haven't found hair in our bed recently. Maybe... Never mind, I don't want to jinx it. I have to believe that everything will be all right.
That's good to hear. True love can work wonders.
Yeah, so that is actually quite a beautiful end to the Vincent Maze and Carmen story of Beauty and the Beast. And with that done, we'll track this one. And it's time to go work on Lock and Key. Of course, it's just going to take a while to walk there, as always. But it's nice that we got all that experience. And level 35 for Geralt. Getting close because I know max level technically is 50 for this game. But we'll go and chat with Triss first. And of course, those guards are still kind of don't want to deal with them. But isn't it amazing? It's sunny in the temple quarter and raining in the trade quarter. Okay. Now up to Triss. Because we have that sea and stone right there.
Speak, then get out of my sight.
Yeah, she's still pissed.
Listen, I found a magical stone at the Salamandra hideout.
Interesting. Let me see. Geralt, it's a telecommunicator. It leaves a magical trace of any transfers.
Meaning?
With a bit of luck, we can use this to find the Salamandra base.
So?
We'll talk to Luvarden about it.
Okay, so... I don't need to talk to Luvarden quite yet, but we'll talk to Triss again to find the magic trace. Know anything more about that magic communicator I gave you?
Know anything more about that magic communicator I gave you?
It allows conversations over short distances. With some knowledge of magic, one can draw quite a bit of information from it. If the salamanders were using it to communicate with their base, I should be able to pinpoint its location.
Short distances. Interesting. Can you check the last communication?
The communicator sent a signal to a house in Vizima. It's marked on your map. Is there something I should know?
I have a hunch. I'll check it out.
All right, but be careful.
Now this is going to be
I'll see you later.
interesting. So, I'm going to change... Well, I'm going to change Shoal of the King's Men because it's linked with Lock and Key. And perfect. Shouldn't be too hard to get there. Now, I'm pretty sure the only entrance is on this side. Good, got it. Radovid's hideout. And look who is here. Radovid the Stern, or King Radovid of Redania. And I have a small axe to sell. Nice.
Hello again, Witcher.
Greetings, Radovid.
No magic mirror between us this time. I'm pleased you found my sanctuary. Triss Merigold lent a hand, am I right?
You know Triss?
Not personally, but I know Philippa Eilhart, and that's like knowing all sorceresses. I wish to speak with you, Witcher.
Yep. Yeah, so Philippa Eilhart is another sorceress, and we definitely learn more of her between the next two games. And who is Philippa?
Who is Philippa?
One of Redania's most prominent citizens. She has bribed, dazzled, and bullied half of Redania's elite. She also belongs to the Lodge of Sorceresses, as does your Triss.
They don't accept sorcerers?
No. Each sorceress believes she's to decide the fate of the world. Sometimes they do.
If you say so.
Don't disregard sorceresses. Beautiful, wise, helpful. At least so they present themselves. Someday, I'll put them in their place.
And we'll see
Though
you
in her
try.
favor, Triss once betrayed her girlfriends.
Yeah, and Triss is actually one of the more trustworthy sorceresses along with Yennefer.
I trust Triss.
Mark my words.
And who are you? And I don't mean your name.
Who are you? And I don't mean your name.
Good question, but one with no simple answer. I was raised at the Redanian royal court. My father was murdered during the war with Nilfgaard. Ever since I lost interest in toys, I've strived to regain my heritage, find my father's murderers, and introduce order to my lands. Sadly, I'm surrounded by corrupt traitors, overly ambitious sorceresses, and frustrated chaplains of the Eternal Fire.
Yep.
From what I've seen, the upper crust in Temeria is the same.
Nothing attracts sons of bitches like power.
You wanted something?
Familiar with these strange edicts in Vizima?
I've heard about them.
Yep.
They bear the royal seal, but some suspect fraud.
Tell me more.
It's just as Tala said. Foltest didn't sign these. I'd recognize his signature.
You know Taller?
Certainly. I'd be a fool not to know Temeria's chief of intelligence.
He knows.
So Foltest didn't declare martial law?
No. I feel I should inform him of this.
And I agree, so here's the thing. Radovid is future king of Redania, and he's actually turned out to be quite likable in this one so far.
What's your connection to Ada?
I had hoped to persuade her to marry the king of Redania, which would benefit both kingdoms. With Foltest's help, our king could finally rid himself of all the parasites surrounding him. In turn, Redania could support Temeria in its fight against the Scoia'tael. I need not mention the benefits of increased trade. The kingdoms united could resist the expanding powers of the knightly orders and the guilds. Additionally...
Enough. You've convinced me, but I'm not Ada.
And you, Witcher, what do you think of Foltest's daughter?
What do you want to know?
You're an expert on monsters. You broke her Strigger spell.
True.
Can she bear children?
I don't see why not.
Healthy, human children?
Now that's
I believe
important.
so. One of the knowing could examine her.
Thank you. Keep this conversation confidential, and please don't meddle in Redania's dynastic intentions.
I generally don't meddle, so you have nothing to fear, Your Majesty.
When did you figure it out?
No, that is awesome.
Well, there's the way you spoke of Redania, of Ada, and then there's your ring.
If ever in Redania, visit the royal court. Farewell.
Farewell, King.
Yep. So, all the King's Men is updated, and we have a new entry. Where is Redania? Glossary, here we go. So, of course, there's Destiny, and here's the Redania. So it's to the north of Temeria, and Radovid is the son of King Vizimir, and was 13 when his father was killed, so it's quite interesting how things are starting to turn out. And what you met in this game has major effects later on. So, we're gonna go and mark Lock and Key again, because we're at the start of the no return point for this chapter, which is kind of important because once you go and talk with Declan,
Right.
basically
Grant me a
we'll
moment.
end up like we did in chapter 1, where once you talk to the Reverend the last time, everything changed. So, what I'm going to suggest everyone does at this point, unless you want to go on right away, I'm going to suggest you take your time, you go make your potions and all that stuff. I am certainly going to be making some more Tawny Owl just to be safe. Maybe I'll do some more White Raffer's decoction because that's your emergency heal. And I'll make sure I sell that little axe. But this is Zach of SomeDudePlays.com. I will see you all in the next video, and please remember to share, subscribe, like, comment, visit SomeDudePlays.com, and remember, we are all legends, so have a great day, everyone.